Hello everyone, welcome along to Plough Lane. Wimbledon host FC Bayern Munich in the Westie TV Charity Cup. And well, what a great tie this could be. Paris Saint-Germain beat Inter Miami 3-0 at the Parc des Princes last night, and there's only really going up for Wimbledon. Of course, playing in League One this season. Bayern, the 6-time Champions League winners, visiting one of League One's newest stadiums. Well, on paper it's simple. Win tonight, Wimbledon go level on points with everyone else in the group. Johnny Jackson picks Owen Goodman as his goalkeeper tonight. Tilly, Johnson, Lewis, Ogundair and Neufeld are the back five. Smith and Reeves in the midfield with Kelly, Boughian and Stevens up front. Well, full of some internationals for Wimbledon. Wombles after beating Walsall in that playoff final to go up to League One back in May. It was a big step for the Phoenix club. FC Bayern know they can go 3 points clear at the top of the group tonight with a win. Game they're expected to win. It would be a shock if they didn't. It's a big lineup then for Vincent Kompany. Almost said Hansi Flick, but Manuel Neuer in goal and the captain again. Davies, Kim Min-jae, Upamecano, Lima, Pavlovic, Kimmich, Sane, Musiala, Olise and Kane, the starting 11 for Bayern. Well, Kane hasn't played Wimbledon before, and Matty Stevens seems up for it, and so does Kane. Well, Wimbledon in the blue, Bayern in the white. Here we are at Plough Lane, and we're underway here in the Charity Cup. Well, here's Smith playing forward for Amabujil. Trying to play it forward, Kim Min-jae gets the ball. Bayern already looking to try and counter. Musiala played forward to Olise. Here's Harry Kane. Kane had Sane in support. Kane trying one already, is wide. I think Goodman had it. It's a right curler, and well, I think Goodman just about had it, and it's all inches from the post. Good try from Harry Kane. Of course, England's leading goal scorer. Bayern's last season too. Very much a revolution at the German club as Lewandowski filled the void, left the void. Who's Musiala to try one. Goodman with a good stop again. Here's Jake Reeves, Wimbledon captain, and been here a long time at the Wombles. Alphonso Davies returned from injury after his ACL injury last year. Neufeld. Well, Jamal Musiala as well. Injured at the Club World Cup, but not as bad as we feared here in the Charity Cup world. Here's Sane inside the box now. Sane running all the way, allowed to run, and well, past the post. That's all poor from Leroy Sane. A chance you'd fully expect him to score. Well, I think he'd look to try and curl it, but didn't get quite the curl on what he wanted. I think Wombles fans will be happy after the first 20 minutes or so. And are really kind of being kept at bay. Here's Musiala forward to Kane. Musiala again. Come on, Musiala, Sane, Johnson in the way. Well, Johnson had a comedic own goal at the Luton, as the League One season started the other week, was in the away end for that one. Wimbledon couldn't really believe, or Luton couldn't really believe their luck, even though stealing a point on the first day, a team that was probably widely expected to win, but Wimbledon did keep them at bay. Reeves now forward. Bougil again. Kim and Jay in the way. Kimmich. Over to Kane. Musiala once more. Sane. Room to run. Ogundere gets in the way. Brilliant tackle by Isaac Ogundere. Musiala. Johnson forward for Reeves. Good play from Wimbledon this. Smith. Chip ball forward. Conrad Lima gets in the way. Falls back for Reeves. Tilly. Kelly. Bougil's in here. Bougil always 1-0 Wimbledon. Overground, underground, wombling free. Well, it's a perfect pass forward. Bougil all he had to do was smash it past Manuel Neuer. And Wimbledon are 1-0 up at Plough Lane against the 6-time European champions. Never met before in a tie since their reformation in 2002. But Wimbledon are 1-0 up against Bayern Munich. Here's Sane now at the other end. Rolled home and finished. Bayern back in it. And back on level terms against Wimbledon. An excellent finish from Sane. Rolled past Owen Goodman. All the goal to shoot at. All the goal to try. Good goal, Leroy Sane. Well, 5 minutes of excitement, you might say. Here's Musiala again. Musiala trying one, wide at the post. Bayern have had the counters, they've just not been... and the shots as well, but it's just not been accurate from that forward four. Kane, Musiala, Sane and Elise. But I think Wimbledon will take this going to the first end in the first half if they can stay level. It would really, really open up Group D if they can hold on. Here's Sane. Sane with room to run, and he's really making the most of this run. He's pretty much allowed free. Musiala forward to Sane again. That's wide. Really bad and really poor from Leroy Sane. And I think he knows it too. Look, he's tried smashing it, and I think it ever so slightly brushes the post, but Wimbledon lucky again, you might say. Wimbledon fans in good spirit. To be fair, some of the most passionate fans in England. It was funny seeing the away, sitting in the away end the other night on against Luton. Oh, here's Musiala now. Hold that thought, hold that story. Cleared away by Lewis, and that is the half-time break here at Plough Lane. Wimbledon took the lead through Umar Bougil. And Leroy Sane roll it home to level up the tie and give Bayern a lifeline. Wimbledon won, Bayern won at half-time here in the Charity Cup. Here we go then, second half underway. Bayern and Vincent Kompany surely not happy with that first half at all. A lot of people at this point were expecting a rout. If you did have Wimbledon still level at the first half on your bet slip, it's not... enjoy your winnings. Here's Kane, blocked by Lewis. Here's Davies, now trying to progress up the pitch. Musiala collects the ball. Musiala trying to get inside the box now. Ogundere in the chase. Musiala, Goodman, excellent save from Goodman. Big cheer from the Wimbledon supporters. Now Johnson's up the field. Played left to Tilly. He's on going off to Wycombe Wanderers in a few weeks at the end of this Charity Cup. Meccano gets in the way. Kim Min-jae. Usually was trying to stick a foot out but couldn't quite get there. Musiala brought forward to Pavlovic. Kane. Johnson picks up the ball. Reeves. Neufville. Brought into Matty Stevens. And quiet tonight. Brought in Reeves. Excellent challenge. Kim Min-jae. Played forward to Musiala. Bayern on the counter. Musiala brought left to Sane. Musiala once more. Hit by Musiala. Oh, that's a brilliant strike. Jamal Musiala puts Bayern in front at Plough Lane. Wimbledon held on so long and so well. But a bit of German flair and touch, and that's a brilliant strike from Jamal Musiala. Goodman had no chance. And Bayern lead at Plough Lane. Well, substitutions for Bayern coming on, so might be time to look and hold on to this game if you can. Wimbledon still do look a threat. João Paulinho, who's moving on loan to Tottenham. Spurs make it through. You'll see him in a couple of weeks. Here's Musiala again. Musiala trying on again. Goodman into the gloves. Well, if you're wondering what this does to the group, then Bayern will top the group on 6 points. Inter Miami currently sits second, and Paris Saint-Germain in third. I'm sure that will change on the final match day, depending on what happens when PSG visit Plough Lane. Big European opposition, and that means big money on the gate receipts for Wimbledon too. Well, Mars Hippolyte, their hero from the playoff final, comes on for Smith. Maybe some more heroics here to level up the tie. Tilly knocked in for Joshua Kimmich and headed clear by Elise. Ogundere. Kelly. Miles. Hippolyte! Oh, brilliant! He's only just come on. Johnny Jackson runs around in celebration. It's his first touch of the ball. Nobody expected Miles Hippolyte to score. Wimbledon celebrate. What a game we've got in our hands here. 15 to go. Here in southwest London. Here's Elise. Kane. Brought off to Musiala. Musiala is surely going to be it. Musiala makes it free. Wimbledon level, but level not for long. And Jamal Musiala with us double to maybe break Wimbledon hearts. Such a shame because he was allowed to run in by Wimbledon's defence. They didn't want to sit back. They wanted to go for another goal. And well, Goodman not quite on the rush out that he was looking for. Well, that means we go to PSG. Maybe the result would be huge for Paris Saint-Germain. Miles Hippolyte. Tilly. Striding forward for Wimbledon. Here's Bougiel and, well, Neuer. Safe in the knowledge that it was getting into his gloves. Musiala. Played forward for Sane. Isaac Ogden there. Roar of the Wimbledon fans now. Neufville. Bougiel on the right hand side. Neufville trying to progress to the pitch. Stevens. Paulina in the back. Hippolyte trying to play it forward for Tilly, but Conrad Lima gets in the way. Kimmich. Musiala playing it forward for Kane. Elise. Might be the last chance of the match, this. Wimbledon have done so well to try and take the game to Bayern. Unless maybe there's one last chance. Wimbledon playing it forward. Neufville. Oh, it's cut out. It's a poor pass. Wimbledon can hold their heads up high. They're still in with a shout at the Charity Cup, but they need to beat PSG. It could be an absolute cracker next week. A 2-0 win will do it for Wimbledon. But Jamal Musiala with a double puts Bayern top of the group and in strong contention for the round of 16. Wimbledon 2, FC Bayern 3. We've witnessed a thriller here at Prowl Lane tonight.